Hello and welcome dear students to a series of grammar and use. In this video we are going to explore wishes and regrets. What tenses to use, what expressions to use, we are going to learn in this video. You are requested to get a pen and notepad ready so that we can take down the pointers and construct sentences as we go along. Let's dive into it. Now, wishes and regrets. We are going to study two things. One is the one is wishes. Wishes in the present with past regrets. Wishes in present with the present time zone. You are expressing something, and then we'll go to regrets. Regrets. There are different expressions for regrets. So let us begin. English uses the verb wish to talk about present and past regrets. That means in the present also you can regret, and in the past you can mention about some past time and regret about that also. The tense of the verb that follows the wish affects the meaning of the sentence. That means now the most specific thing is the tense, whether we are using simple past tense or past perfect tense. That will cause some effect on the meaning of the sentence. Now let us begin. The first pointer that we have is wish with simple past tense. Simple past tense or past simple tense. The word wish is used with the past simple or simple past tense to express regrets and desires. Desires means wanting to do something. Regrets means you should have done something in the past, but now you have not done it. You're talking about the regret. So, regrets and desires about the present. Make a note of it. About the present, that means you are in the present and you are also talking about some regret which is also in the present. That means you can rectify something in the present which could still happen and come true. Rephrasing it, the wish with simple past is used about regrets and desires about the present time zone, and you still have time that the outcome of that can be changed. It can happen and it can become true. For example, the sentence that we have before us is I wish I earned more money. Now over here, I wish is the starting strand that we are using for expressing a wish. I earned. Earned is in simple past. The present tense is earn, past tense is earned. So it is simple past. The simple past is used here to talk about the present. That means we are still in the present zone and we are talking about something that is in the present. And the outcome can change. It can become true. You can make amends and make sure the outcome changes. I wish I earned more money. That means the person still has time to make money and the wish can come true later on. With this structure, I wish I earned, it is simple past and it is in the present zone and it is changeable. Let us see certain structures based on this rule. Mike's apartment is too small. He wishes. Why wishes? Because we are using the third person pronoun. He wishes he lived, simple past tense, in a bigger house. That means his apartment is small, and if he works harder or makes amends, he can live in a bigger house later. So his regret is of the present using simple past tense. They wish the weather was better so they could go to the beach. They wish, there's no S or S, why? Because they is a third person pronoun and plural. They wish the weather was. Was is simple past, auxiliary, simple past auxiliary. They wish it was better so they could go to the beach. Now they still have time. Their wish can come true or cannot come true. You're always busy. I wish you didn't have to work so hard. Now, over here, you have to make a note with did, and that too negative. With did, the verb that goes with this is always in the present tense. So, Didn't have to work so hard. You have to make a note of it. With did always, it will be the present verb. Sandra hates her job. She wishes. Now, why wishes? Because we are using the third person pronoun. So es is added to the word wish. So it becomes she wishes. Now let us look at the tense. She worked on a farm. Worked is simple past tense. That is, it's a regret in the present about the present. And if she were to make changes, she can definitely change the outcome of it in future. So it is a regret in the present. Now you're requested to pause the video at this moment and construct sentences using the word wish and some simple past tense. Let us proceed and analyze the structure so that you can evaluate your constructed sentences. The table that we have before us is the subject. It can be a noun or a pronoun. We are using the first person pronoun. Then the word wish. It is essential for depending on the subject, wish or wishes. Then the subject expresses again. Past simple or simple past tense is used. The verb is used in simple past tense, the wish about the present, and the rest of the sentence. I'm reading out the sentence to you. I wish I earned more money. I wish I earned more money. If you have constructed similar sentences or based on the similar structure, you can self-evaluate. Let us proceed. The second pointer that we have is wish and past perfect. Past perfect, make a note of it, wish and past perfect. And what changes does it add to the meaning of the sentence? Wish is used with the past perfect to talk about regrets about the past. Now that's something about that you are in the present zone, you are talking about something about the past, and you are using past perfect tense because in the past you have not done something and now you are regretting about it. This form is used when it is too late for the wish to come true. That means now you cannot go into the past time and make changes, and you cannot change the outcome of that wish. Let us see the example and analyze it. I have, this is a contraction of I have. HA is taken away and apostrophe is added. So I have failed my exams. I wish I had studied. Had is perfect. Okay, for perfect we are using. Studied is past participle. So we are using had studied, that is past perfect tense. I wish I had studied harder. This is the past perfect, is used to talk about the regrets in the past. It means that you cannot go into the past and make any changes. So the outcome of the wish cannot be changed. It cannot come true. Now let us proceed and see certain examples built on the same structure. For the examples, he is very tired. He wishes, why? Because third person pronoun, so es is added. He wishes he had gone. Go, went, gone. Third form is gone. Had gone is past perfect. Had gone to bed early last night. My car's useless. I wish I hadn't bought. Hadn't bought. Now with had, by, bought, had bought. Hadn't bought, this is negative. Hadn't bought such an old one. Jo is really bored. She wishes she had gone out with her friend. Past perfect. We are, A-R-E-R, A is apostrophized with an apostrophe, A is removed. So we are totally lost. I wish we had brought a map. Had brought is past perfect. I wish I had known. Know, knew, known. Third form is known. I had known how big this dress was before I bought it. Past perfect. There was a meteor shower last night. I wish I had seen it. Had seen is past perfect. At this moment, you're requested to pause the video and construct sentences using wish and past perfect tense. Let us proceed and analyze the structure so that you can self-evaluate the sentences that you have constructed. Let us see the table. We have the subject. Subject over here is the first person pronoun. Then we have the word wish. It changes with wish or wishes depending on the subject. If it is he or she, it becomes wishes. If it is I, it is wish. Then we have the subject because I, so I only. Past perfect tenses use has, had studied, and the rest of the sentence. Reading the entire sentence, I wish I had studied harder. Let us proceed. The next pointer that we have is wish for future hopes. Future hopes, not it is a wish. That means something future you're hoping, and there are chances of it becoming true also. Now, there are different ways to express. Now, certain modals come into play with this. You use could for yourself and you use would for others. Let us read and absorb it. Wish can also be used to talk about hopes for the future. Wish with could, wish with could modal is usually used when someone is expressing a desire to do something themselves. When you want to do something, you use could. I wish I could move somewhere warm. That means the person is wanting or wishing for an ability to move somewhere else. Then let us see wish with would is used when someone is expressing a desire for someone else to do something. She wishes her teacher would give her less work. So when you wish something for someone else, it is would. She wanted her teacher to give less work in the future. I hope this is understood. You use could when you wish to do something yourself, and you use would when you wish something for that others should do something. Let us see the examples pertaining to this structure, and we'll be able to classify it also, whether it is for ourselves or whether it's for someone else. I wish I could get a new job in a different department. Could is used, that means wishing for oneself. Colin is always talking about cars. I wish he would stop. You wish this for Colin. I wish I could go to the concert with my friends this evening. I could means you're wishing for yourself. I wish they wouldn't make it so hard to buy tickets online. Who are they? They are the people who organize it. So it is wishing for someone else. Irene wishes she could find her diamond necklace. You're wishing this for Irene wishes she could find. You're wishing this for Irene. Irene is wishing for herself. Jenny's mother wishes she would clean her room. Jenny's mother wishes she would clean her room. So Jenny's mother is wishing for most probably Jenny. Someone else. Jenny would clean her room. Matthew wishes he could play the violin. So this wish is for Matthew himself. Noel wishes Adrien would stop singing. So Noel's wish is for Adrien, not for himself. He wishes he could understand his homework. So his wish is for himself. He wanted to understand the homework. And Madge wishes Greg wouldn't drive so fast. So it is Madge's wishes for Greg, not for Madge himself. Now, at this point, you're requested to construct sentences based on using wish with could and wish with would. You may pause the video as you're constructing the sentences. Let us proceed to the next pointer using any way in place of I wish. Another way to say I wish is to use anyway. Another way to say I wish is to present regrets. Stronger regrets about the present can be expressed by using the phrase if only. If only. Make a note of this phrase, if only. Instead of saying I wish, you can say if only. And along with if only, simple past tense is used. Simple past tense is like, for example, worked, wrote, walked, etc. If only and simple past tense. And this kind of regrets are for present. That means you are in the present time zone and you are regretting about the present moment. Now let us see the example that is before us. These mountains are incredible. If only I knew how to ski. And it means I wish I knew how to ski. It is similar to the very first example we had seen in this video, where the person had used I wish I knew how to do something. And this is the same way. Instead of saying I wish, you are saying if only. It is another way to say I wish. So if only I knew how to ski means another way to say I wish. Now these are about past, this is about present regrets. Now let us see the past regret. Stronger regrets about the past can be expressed by using if only. That means the same phrase if only, but with past perfect. Past perfect is had written, had walked, had jumped, had charged. All right, so we are using have only with past perfect for past regrets, and we are not using the phrase I wish. Let us see the example. I really wanted to take pictures. If only I had charged the battery. This is the contraction of had. Had, had. Ha is taken away. Only D is remaining. Ha is removed. So apostrophe is added. So I had. If only I had charged the battery. So it means I wish I had charged the battery. This is another way to say I wish, another way to express I wish, or anyways, that I wish is replaced with if only. When simple past is used, it is for present regrets. When past perfect is used, it is for past regrets that cannot be changed. Now let us see certain examples based on the two. I love the sound of the guitar. If only I played it better. It is um, a regret for the present. I'm sure the teacher explained this. If only I remembered it. It's a regret for the present. The show is completely sold out. If only I had arrived sooner. It is a regret for the past. I couldn't think I couldn't finish the marathon. If only I had trained harder. It's a regret regarding the past. The next pointer that we have is about past regrets with a different construction. Should have or ought to have are used to express regrets that something did or did not happen in the past. That means you were expecting something should have gone that way, something should have progressed in an another manner. So you are regretting that in the past it did not happen that way. So in how to express that, you use should have or ought to have. Let us see the example that is before us. This bill is so big. I should have used less electricity. Another way to express this bill is so big. I ought to have used less electricity. Over here, used is the past participle. Now let us see certain constructions based on the same structure. Maybe I should have used energy saving light bulbs. Should have. The negative form or from ought not to have is rarely used in UK English and never used in US English. Ought not to have may sound correct on a written piece of paper, but in spoken English or in written English, it is hardly used in British or American English. So we construct I shouldn't have fallen asleep with the TV switched on. Requesting you to construct sentences based on should have or shouldn't have. Avoid using ought not to have because it is hardly used in English constructions. With this, we have come to the end of the video. If you like the video, click on like, share and subscribe. Thank you very much for your kind attention.